Welcome to our Careers in Healthcare information session with Reeves College. We are really happy to have you. My name is Shelley Bell. I am the Regional Career Services Manager in our BC region, and I have worked a lot with our students and alumni from a variety of our healthcare programs, so I'm really excited to be here. We are going to roll through a little bit of an agenda today, and then so we're going to talk a bit about the healthcare industry, some different paths that folks can take if working in healthcare is something that they are working towards. We're going to give you a little bit of an overview of Reeves College and some of the healthcare options that we have available. And then we're going to talk a little bit about the supports within the college, some alumni success stories, and we will have a Q&A at the end. So if you do have a question that pops up as we're going and you don't want to forget it, please feel free to put it in the chat. And then at the end, when we do our Q&A, we will make sure that we address that at the end. All right. So the healthcare field is so broad. Healthcare involves, providing medical services, obviously, to maintain and improve physical and mental well-being. And that's done through prevention, diagnosis, treatment, and care. Healthcare facilities can, range from huge hospital type situations to small clinics and everything in between. Some of the different kinds of healthcare roles that are out there, folks working directly with patients. So these are, our addictions and support care workers, child and youth care workers. There's administrative roles like medical office administrator or dental office administrator. Healthcare doesn't involve just us humans. We have folks who would like to get into the veterinary healthcare world, and we have the veterinary healthcare assistant program as well. In terms of getting into healthcare and, figuring out what's the right path to go, it really does start with investing in education and training. Whether it's with the medical office assistant, you need to know how to use their electronic medical record keeping systems. And, there's technical skills there. LPNs and, dental assistants and everything in between. They need specialized skills. And employers are looking for education and training in order to hire the right candidate. Researching programs such as healthcare assistants or healthcare aides or medical office administration, making sure that it's the right program to get you into the doors that you are wanting to open. There are specialized degrees out there that are needed for advanced healthcare roles. Think about like registered nurses need to have a very specialized degree. The healthcare industry in general is in need of people. They are in need of bodies. They have entire talent recruitment teams dedicated to finding the right staff for their facilities. Job fairs, career fairs, these happen quite a bit. So keeping your eyes out in terms of, networking opportunities. And just general practical experience. So all of our programs have practicum experiences where, students are getting hands-on training and mentoring from experts in the field, getting a sense of what it's like in the real world in that area. When you take things step by step, you can open the doors you need to get into that healthcare job that you're wanting. There's a number of different educational pathways that folks can take when they are wanting to get into the healthcare industry. Our diploma programs focus on hands-on skills, faster entries into the workforce. So jobs like healthcare assistant or healthcare aide, medical office assistant, these roles become possible within, around 6 to 24 months, depending on the program. Lower upfront costs, there's a faster entry into the job market, and it opens those doors, it gets your foot in the door, so then you can start working towards upskilling and pursuing other training as you want, to continue to move along your own journey. Degree programs, these are for the more specialized roles, like I mentioned, registered nurse, for example. These require a broader theoretical foundation. This is for more management and specialized roles. Health services manager, clinical coordinator. These are titles that you might see around this. These programs take 4 years or longer to complete, and there's generally higher long-term earning potential, but it takes a long time to get there. So our diploma programs are a great way to get earning faster. Reeves College, we pride ourselves in mentoring and supporting personal and professional goals while delivering exceptional education. Our instructors are all experienced professionals from the fields that they are teaching. They've lived it. They know it. They know what they're talking about. Our career-focused programs are designed to give our grads the skills they need to enter the workforce ready to go. We meet with employers and subject matter experts every 2 years on these programs to ensure that our curriculum is up to date, and we are making sure to infuse our programs with the advice, the skills, the training, the knowledge that employers are telling us they want our grads to have. Convenient locations. We've got 8 Alberta campuses, all near shops, cafes, and public transport, so that makes things a lot easier. Smaller class sizes gives folks a chance to really ask all the questions they need to ask, really delve into the topics. Healthcare requires folks to have the practical skills needed, but also those people skills, the empathy, the compassion. There's a reason folks get into healthcare. And so, these smaller class sizes and the practical training gives our grads a chance to develop both sides, those practical skills needed to do the job and the empathy and the rapport building skills it needs to help those who are seeking healthcare services. The cool thing about our programs is that we have flexible start dates. So we allow folks to get started a little bit faster rather than having to wait until that start date comes around. Our medical office administration program or our dental office administration program helps grads manage schedules, record keeping. If you've ever walked into a doctor's office yourself, you know that medical office assistant at that front deck really steers the ship. They need to have the skills to handle the tasks, manage the people, deal with the phones. There's the electric medical record keeping systems they need to be knowledgeable on. Our program allows students to gain all those skills that they need and then practice it in a practicum where they're in a medical office setting under the training of somebody who already knows what they're doing, and they get a chance to try it on before hitting the job force themselves. I have actually clinic managers who will reach out to me and they seek our grads because they know that our grads are coming with the skills needed to slide into their busy practice smoothly and efficiently. Child and youth services, providing support and advocacy for children's emotional and social well-being. The variety of settings that folks can work in when they're getting into sort of child and youth. There's residential programs that seek our grads to work and support and help youth who are at risk develop the life skills needed to function as adults. Some of our grads end up working with youth in getting ready for employment skills and, finding ways to support themselves once they age out of the foster care system. There's outreach programs, community programs, shelters. I mean, the sky's the limit. It's a really neat field to get into because there's so many possibilities. Veterinary healthcare assistants get the best of both worlds. They get that administrative training needed to run a busy veterinary clinic from the front desk, but they also get hands-on experience with handling animals, being in the exam room. Some of our students have even been able to, be in the surgery room with the veterinarian, assisting with different things. So for those animal lovers, veterinary healthcare assistant is a great way to enter that veterinary healthcare field. And then our addictions and community services workers. These folks support the recovery and the recovery journey of individuals dealing with addiction. Some of these grads end up working in treatment facilities. Others end up working with community organizations that provide outreach to folks living in the community. It's another one that provides a lot of broad possibilities depending on where you want to go. Our career services team works with you to decide and help, figure out where your practicum makes the most sense so that it can help you develop those hands-on skills you need to enter into the path that you're wanting to go. In terms of resources available to students, your campus has a student services team that is there to support you with your schedule, with your transcripts. They are the ones who help you stay on track in terms of your attendance and any policies, procedures, need-to-knows that are in your student handbook. Your student services team is there to help. They're the team you go to if you have a question but you're not sure who to go to. Your student services team is there. They're to do just that, to serve our students, to help you get the answers you need to the questions that you might have. The career services team, this is the team that works with you in terms of job skills, employment skills. We help you develop your resume. We help you practice for mock interviews. We help line you up with practicum placements so that you are getting the hands-on skills you need to enter the workforce. We host virtual workshops. We arrange job seminars. We'll be in the coming months bringing in feature employers. One really cool partner is Amazon. We've started working with Amazon because they hire our licensed practical nursing grads. So we are actively trying to create partnerships with reputable employers so that our alumni, our grads, are being recruited actively by these organizations so that, when you finish your program, that path to employment is just a little bit smoother. The really cool thing about career services is it's actually available to you for up to 6 months after you graduate. So, I've actually had students who got a job right out of practicum. They started working, and then another job opportunity came up at a different organization. I had a grad send me that job posting, send me their resume, and they were like, help, I really want this job. So even though it was, 3-4 months after they graduated, we worked together to create a resume that just made them stand out, and I helped them apply for the job. And they got it, which was really exciting. But, don't forget about your career services team. You're not done once you've got your diploma in your hand. We're there to support and, find job postings, help set you up for success. We have a lot of alumni that stay connected with us. My favorite thing is when I have alumni reaching out to me to then seek more practicum students because they're now in charge of a department themselves. I hear we have healthcare assistants who now have been in the field for a few years, and they are the ones supervising and mentoring our new healthcare assistant students. That's pretty special. Um, we have folks that end up getting years of experience and they come back to teach for us, which is phenomenal. So we really value our relationship and our connection with our grads and our alumni. And, we love cheering you on and hearing your successes as you cross that finish line and go on to, reach whatever goals you've set for yourselves. All right, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to introduce Amy, who is going to explain a little bit about some of the programs that are available in healthcare at Reeves College. So, and again, if you have any questions, please put it in the chat. There will be a Q&A section at the end where we will get to any of your questions. Thanks, Amy.
Great, thanks, Shelley. All right. So my name is Amy Martell. I am an Assistant Director of Admissions for our Reeves campus. So what that means is I'm the one that helps all of our new incoming students with their enrollment steps and getting you from inquiring all the way to starting class. So some of our available healthcare diplomas that we have at the campus. We offer an addictions and community services worker diploma, child and youth services worker, which are going to get you sort of into that social services type area of work. We do offer a great dental assisting diploma. We have medical office administration, dental office administration. And like Shelley had explained earlier, we do kind of venture into the animal field a little bit with our veterinary healthcare assistant diploma as well. So Shelley, if I can get the next slide, please. Thank you. Awesome. So in order to kind of get the ball rolling and get you started as a student, we need to figure out what steps we need to take. So if you are interested in getting going and wanting to launch into a new career or update some skills, we would work together to get that ball rolling. So our applications are open. Our classes are filling up quick for January. There are no wait lists, which is nice. So we can get you started in class and within the next couple of weeks, even if that's sort of your timeline. Perfect. So I'm going to open up the floor to some questions. Feel free to put them in the chat. I do see a couple here. So bear with me a second. I'm going to get caught up on the questions that are in the chat. Okay. Perfect. Is it online class or in person? Okay, so with our diplomas, we do offer a combined or a hybrid delivery. So you do have the option of studying in a virtual class. Depending on the diploma you choose, there are some on-campus or in-person study days where we do some hands-on training. So it would really depend on what diploma specifically you're interested in as to sort of the makeup of virtual or distance learning versus in-person learning. As a refugee, yep. So Loza, I want to take healthcare, but I'm a refugee. Can I? Yes. So again, that's going to be a very specific conversation with just your situation specifically. So if you want to send an email to me, we can kind of go into a little bit of information around being a refugee and studying with us and what those options are. Absolutely. Does dental diploma require further studies or certification to work as a dental assistant? No. So after you have completed our dental assisting diploma, you have completed all of the exams required to go out and start working as soon as you've graduated. So there's nothing else needed between graduating and starting work for dental assisting. Jess, how soon does medical office start? And is it the same field for healthcare worker or home caregiver? So, medical office administration, I have starting here in a couple of weeks again. Um, it's not exactly the same line as like a healthcare aide, that kind of thing. Healthcare aide is more sort of on the physical side of work, so more of like that personal care, where medical office is going to be more sort of like office or hospital or clinic type setting, reception, appointment booking, or clinical assistant type roles. So I do have a lot of healthcare aides that come and transition into medical office admin once once their bodies are telling them that they've had enough of healthcare aid. Medical office is sort of a natural transition, but I also have a lot of students that go right into medical office administration and are really successful. How about provincial licensing for dental? So our dental assisting graduates are ready to go in the province of Alberta. So if you were to take it to BC or Saskatchewan or somewhere else, you would have to look at their provincial exams because dental assisting is a regulated industry. Good questions, you guys. I think this is the most questions we've had.
Yeah, this is awesome.
uh, so we do have tuition and book prices for each of our diplomas. It is going to depend whether you're a domestic student or an international student when we kind of get down to looking at course costs. So again, if you want to send me an email and we can kind of go into sort of those details, and I make sure that I'm getting you the correct information as far as tuition and book prices go. I don't mind. I don't mind kind of reconnecting with you afterwards, so that we're getting you, yeah, the right information. Medical office administration is a 43-week diploma, so that works out to be right around 10 and a half months, including your practicum. So all of our diplomas, we can have you in and graduated in less than 1 year. Jess, how soon can I apply? So Jess, if you are wanting to get started in class, send me an email even like this afternoon, and we can start working on an enrollment for you. The sooner the better. It gives us a little bit more time. It's not so rushed, but I do have classes starting again before the end of the month with seats available still. Oh, okay. Sorry. Can you answer provincial licensing again? Oh, sorry. Yeah. So our dental assisting diplomas are licensed for the province of Alberta. If you want to take that dental assisting diploma and let's say go to BC or Saskatchewan, Manitoba, you would have to then do their provincial license exam if you were to go to work outside of Alberta. Okay, I need more information on healthcare. How much tuition classes is online or in person? Uh, Sure, yeah. So what you can do if you're wanting sort of really specific diploma information, I do have, a couple different class times that we can discuss, different start dates, that kind of thing. Just send me over an email, and I'll make sure that I get you the specific information that pertains to you as a student, because I don't want to give you the wrong information. Yeah, of course, Jess. Yeah, absolutely. So, our success rate for our grads, our students come from a really diverse, I guess, different demographics, different stages of life, different kind of everything. So, I know for my campus, I do have um, maybe a little bit higher Indigenous student numbers, just being that I'm removed from the bigger centers. I do have grads both working on and off reserve. Absolutely. Yeah. yeah, we have quite a few reserves within about half an hour, 45 minutes of my campus. And my grads are finding work in their home communities, or if they're wanting to move into the city, they're finding work there as well. Yeah. Uh, Cheryl, is dental assistance favorable for work for office admin as well? So dental assisting, the actual dental assisting diploma doesn't go over much office admin. If you were looking more for the office admin side, I would suggest either medical office administration or dental office administration. Those two will cover all of your office admin modules to open up the opportunity to work kind of front of house. Yeah, you're welcome. Anything else anybody can think of? Give you a couple more minutes in case somebody's typing and I don't see it. Transcripts. So depending, Jess, on what diploma you are looking at getting into, typically I don't need to see previous education for enrollment. I can enroll a valid photo ID and a passing mark on our entry assessment. So there's only just a few of our diplomas that we do require to see previous education from. So depending on if it's medical office you're looking at, I don't necessarily have to see previous education. Yeah. Dental assisting is full-time on campus, 5 hours a day, Monday to Friday. Dental assisting cannot be done as a virtual or a distance learning. There's way too much. Dental assisting is a really fast-paced course. We cover a lot of information in a short amount of time. So it is all on campus. And we have some really cool dental labs. So if you're near one of our campuses that offers dental assisting, just reach out and swing in, and we love to show it off every chance we get. So, absolutely. How about medical assistant in class? How many hours a week? So we can do a hybrid or a combined delivery for medical office, meaning you can do some at home with a live instructor. Some would be on campus for the hands-on portion, and it would be 20 hours a week. So 4 hours a day, Monday to Friday. So I'll throw my email in here one more time in case you think of something afterwards or you need a hand with anything. And then I can, fees for dental assisting. Yeah, so for any tuition type questions, just email me directly. I want to make sure that I'm getting you the correct information. Depending if you're a domestic student or an international student, and that kind of thing. There's a couple extra questions that need to be gone over when we get into the tuition and book prices. So definitely send me an email and we can go back and forth. So if that is it for questions, I'm going to give it back to Shelly, and we can go from there.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Thank you so much, Amy. Thank you, everyone, for joining us today for our Careers in Healthcare session. I really am. I love getting to be a part of these sessions. Healthcare, like Amy said, I'm really excited about our healthcare programs. I'm really excited for the communities that our grads are going out there and supporting. This is a great industry for us to be getting involved with. Amy does have her email address there in the chat, amy.martel@reevescollege.ca. So anyone still having tuition questions or, any of those wonders that pop up after the fact and you think, oh, I wish I had asked that, shoot her an email. She'll be happy to either answer them directly or connect you with whomever who can answer your questions. So Thank you again for joining us, and we hope that you have a great rest of your day.